All right, somebody asked me about the Autobello, changing the wheels on the Autobello. So if you go to where the game is installed, let's close all this. This is distracting. I'll leave this one up though. If we go to where the game is installed in your Steam library, Steam apps, common, BeamNG.drive, content, vehicles, you'll see Autobello. You'll also see common. I extracted both of these on the desktop. The reason is the wheels are in the common folder, and so is the jbeam for the Autobello for the wheel. It's not in the Autobello's folder. I looked already. So I already moved this folder into the vehicles folder, the Autobello folder. So this is just extracted out of the install folder, and anytime you put one of the vehicles in here, it's going to override what is in the install folder. And anything you put in the common folder will override what is in the common folder. But I did this a little different. I didn't stick anything in here related to the Autobello. I just stuck everything in the same folder. So the first thing I had to do is I had to go into the Autobello and I had to find the jbeam that contained the information on the wheels, which if you tell this to search, I also deleted the cached version of the Autobello, which is the CDAE. I didn't fool with the parts, just the CDAE of the actual Autobello. Now if we go down to the jbeam for suspension, we'll do the rear. And I already know this is what we're searching for, but it's telling you the wheel that's being used for the rear for the Autobello. Now where it's at, it's not in here. It's a slot. But that slot, that jbeam for that slot, because these can be in here or they can be in a separate jbeam file. In this case, that's in a separate jbeam. That is this one. But where is it? It's in the commons folder. And that's why I say extract this onto the desktop. And you'll see wheels in here. And it's in the 4 lug nut. I believe it's steel wheels R4. And if you open that jbeam, and let's see, is that the one? Yeah, it's in this one. I'm gonna search and find it in here. And you'll see that, right? But what you're going to is the flex bodies here. The flex bodies. Now what I did to simulate how to do this is see the flex body. What a flex body is. Let's load up Blender, and let's load up the wheels. Now where I loaded this wheel, I went to File, Import DAE, and I didn't load the one that contained the wheel that we are looking for. I at random just picked one of these DAEs out of the common wheels folder, which I should have probably went into the, well, there's nothing in there. It's probably one of these, but I loaded this one to show you. And when you load these, all these flex bodies are in here. And maybe that one is in here. I didn't even pay attention. But what I did is I just picked another one at random and I copied it to the clipboard. And I went back to the vehicles folder for the Autobello, and I pasted that DAE in here. So it don't have to go to the common folder to get the mesh. It's in here now in this DAE. So I also believe I copied the jbeam for the wheels to the clipboard and pasted it in here also. Yes, I did. So it doesn't have to go to the commons folder and look for it. It's in here now. And in this version, I replaced the flex body wheel for the rear. This is the rear right and rear left with this wheel 15B 16 times 7, which is in this list. I think it's this one, which if you had all these others, which there's a lot in here, there may be an easier way to say hide all but that one, but I don't know how to do it, so I gotta do it like this. It takes a little bit longer, but I don't know any other way to do it. Here's a lot of them in there. Is that the one? Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I'm not sure. Whichever one that I ended up going with, I ended up picking one of these. I'm not sure which one it is. But I copied it to the clipboard and I pasted it here. And that replaced the flex body, which is the actual DAE for the mod. So if I loaded the game and loaded that car, you'll see the rear wheels are now changed. I know it's kind of confusing because it's two different folders. It's the car folder and it's the common folder. There's things located in two different places, so it can be confusing. Because when I first started to learn some of the jbeam stuff with cars, I was kind of confused to the fact that different files pull from different folders and the install folder. And then I was confused to how, well, if I want to change that, how do I change it so that when I play it, it's using a different wheel? So yeah, I ain't say a little shit, it was a lot confusing for me to figure it out. So, Autobello. And you'll see that the wheels are in fact changed now. The back wheels. Which I'll move this car out of the folder that it's in. I need to close the game, reload it. I'll move my change, which is where I showed you. I put that jbeam, modified jbeam for the wheel, and I put that DAE. I'll move this out of here onto the desktop. I'll reload the game and you'll see that the wheels are different. It's quite a bit. I think they should make it a more. They probably will. I mean, I'm sure they're going to make it where by the time the game is finally released, it's going to have, very user-friendly, easy to modify accessories and parts, and I would think. I don't know. Where are you at, Autobello? There you are. See, that's whatever wheels it came with it originally. So I hope this helped understand. It's quite a bit to wrap your head around if you ain't ever fooled with it. I'm still trying to learn the stuff, man. It's a lot of stuff. It's a lot of stuff for sure. But what I can do, I can zip this up and share it so you can go back over what I did in this video with the actual files that I showed you. And shouldn't be too hard to do. All you need to do is just, I'm gonna zip this up. I'm gonna zip it up. All you need to do is when you extract the zip file, just put the extracted zip file into your user folder in vehicles, and it'll use that Autobello. And just remember, you can import that DAE into Blender to see all the different wheels that are in this DAE. So all you should have to do to change them is just simply pick a different one, copy it to your clipboard like this, go back to that jbeam for that wheel for the rear. Now, I didn't put the front one in there. I just put the rear one in there. Where is it? Where'd it go? There it is. Steel wheels R4. I don't know what that's going to look like. It may look quite funny. Oh, there's a few different ones in here. Not sure which ones exactly. I'd have to pay closer attention. Let's see, this particular suspension R4, this may go on several different damn cars. It probably is. I'm probably about to change this so it's going to be affecting many cars, but it's not, because this is in here with the Autobello. It's not in here with all the other. It's not in the common folder, so it won't be messing with any of these other ones. Yeah, see, these got to be for all different damn cars. Let me just find the right one to make sure we got the right one that we're replacing. That's not. There it is. Find next. So this is the one for our car. So the one for our car, we're going to change to that one. And save it. Now move that folder back into here. Into the vehicles folder after I close the game. So that it'll use this Autobello instead. And it should have a different wheel on the back. Whatever that 18 was. Which, like I said, a lot of them wheels go to different cars. They just put them all together. It's a lot easier than trying to put all them wheels in every car folder. Rather than try to put the specific wheels in the specific folders for the certain cars, they just put them all together so that they can all pool from the same place. Makes it easier, I guess, and save a lot of room. Let's see. Autobello. Yep, that is a different wheel there on the back. I'm happy it worked. Let me also get the front one. That was the rear. You probably want the front too, to fool with the front. So that contains all the wheel DAEs, the jbeam, where are you, jbeam? Where are you at? Alright, so that was wheels R4. We need wheels F4, I'm assuming. I can look at the suspension for the front just to make sure. Now this is for this one. There's also an off-road and wide, which I don't know where their wheels are at. I would think they might be. I haven't even looked at these. I'm just going to stick with the front one for now. So let's see. Wheel F4, steel wheel 11B13F. Wheel F4, steel 11B. How I did this earlier to track that down, because it can be a hell of a thing to find that. Because it doesn't tell you that on the jbeam. You have to open up all them jbeams and look. I copied it to my clipboard like this, and then I loaded up find and replace. And then in find and replace, I said, you know what? I want you to find that in the common folder that I extracted from the install folder on my desktop. So when I say find only, it finds those instances here, and it should point me to there, which is in common wheels lug 4 lug steel wheels F4 jbeam. So if I go to that here and I say save as, and then I save it in the user folder, desktop. This is where my shortcut's at. Vehicles, Autobello vehicles. And here, I'll save that jbeam. That's the front for. So now if I go to that folder, which is the same folder we were working out of, Autobello, that F4 should be in here now. Well, I don't see it yet. No, I don't see it. Make sure that I saved it in the right place. I got too much stuff open. Oh, I did put it in the wrong damn place. That's the, I did overwrite the one on the desktop. That's alright though. It ain't overwriting the install folder. Vehicles, Autobello vehicles, save. Now it'll be in there. Should be in there. I still don't see it. Ah, damn it. Make me have to go in here. Copy the clipboard. Or no, is it that one or that one? Shit, I don't know. I'll put them all in there because I don't remember which one. No, it's this one. No, it's this one. Whew. Shit's about to make me mad. It wants to mess with me. So in here, you search for that. What was it we were searching for? Shit gets confusing, man. I'm not even gonna try to edit this video. Not even going to. I'll never get nothing done if I try to figure out where I got sidetracked here. So let's find. That is the front. That's not the one used in the front. Hold on a minute. Let me go back. Let me find out which one it used. Suspension front. Steel wheel 11B 13.5F. Okay. So somewhere in here should be that. And there it is. That's the tire and the hubcap. Here we go. So these would be the two you would change for the front to whatever DAE that you decide you want to put. That's just big a hell of a different one. That's completely different than all the others. It looks different. All of them kind of look the same. I mean, they look different, but how about that one? We'll use that one. Let's save it. And we should be able to reload it and have a different wheel on there. But I don't know. Let's see. Yep. Alright, cool. Cool. So I'll zip this, share the link in this video, and then you'll have everything that I just had in here. It should be nothing to it. Oh, I ain't gonna say nothing to it. It is a pain in the ass, but it's doable. It's doable. So yeah, I'll upload this and share the link.